Hi, I'm Mark Salisbury at TuitionFit, and I'm here with Chris Bell, who's an IEC in Colorado. Chris, tell me about how you got into this. What kind of work?
You bet. This is my dream job. I've been doing it. I'm in my fourth year now, but I've been doing work in higher ed for most of my life on the student affairs side, the technology side. The only time I wasn't in higher ed, I ran a software company for a while, but I'm just thrilled to be back working with students, and this is what I'll be doing for the rest of my life.
It's so cool to see your face light up when you talk about working with students. So, you've been around higher ed for a long time. Why is price transparency so important?
I think it's critical. It helps families. You can't build a real list of colleges for students to consider unless they have the fit calculation of financial, along with the other fit calculations that IECs do, social, academic fit.
Right.
And so that financial piece is just critical. We can't get that financial piece except through self-reported means from colleges, which are aggregated. And then we'll see that republished in a number of ways. So your tool, TuitionFit, is this fresh breath of air where we're able to see real data for students, and I love it.
Can you tell me, you've been using TuitionFit for a while now. Can you tell me a situation, like how do you plug that in with a family? Tell me maybe an anecdote of how you used it and how it shaped their college search.
Yeah, sure. I had one example is I had a student who came to me with one college in mind, and she's like, I just want to go to this college and nowhere else. And that's fine. That's a great place to start. But as we explored, she would fit that college academically and socially, but the financial piece was an issue. Parents are sort of the classic family that makes too much to get need-based aid,
Hmm.
but not quite enough to just be able to write a check. And so in the discussions that I had with her using the tool TuitionFit, we were able to identify, hey, here's how much that school would cost. And let's look at other schools and sort of your bottom line cost probably at these schools. And we had a really rich conversation about the value of colleges. And the family figured out that they had an upper limit of what they could afford per year. And so we were able to say, hey, that one school doesn't fit it. It was an interesting discussion. I think the student might have felt some disappointment, but it was so nice to have that disappointment early in the process and just explore all the other schools where really her world opened up.
Mm.
And so TuitionFit just made this happen in a real way that was accessible and I could really stand behind.
That's a great story. And it's the whole reason we started this project was to create a way for the public working with counselors like you to share the information so that then we create real data set with real prices and people can use that information to inform the choices that they make all along the process so that it's more effective, it's more efficient, and there's this clarity that sets up, I think, the conversation you just talked about, where you can really talk about value. So thanks, Chris. I really appreciate your time. I know you're super busy this time of year, but it's so great to chat with you. And thanks for using TuitionFit.
I'm a fan.